Peru Royale coming at you from that city. You know what city it is. Holler at me if you see me in the streets. So you know it's springtime. Springtime is back around. Springtime will be here in a week or so. 21st, I believe. You know, we gotta change the time on our clocks. Spring forward, fall backward. You understand what I'm saying? So in springtime, we used to go to spring break. So I'm gonna tell you all about that time. Back my first year of college, went to Daytona Beach. Black Bike Week 2004. It was me, D, W, and WI was out there with the other D. We ain't link up with them, but we both shared stories about what happened out there. So me, D, and W roll out there from our little school out there in Florida. One of the schools in Florida drove out to Daytona Beach for this big shindig, you dig? So we get out there, everybody got riding donks, 24 inches on the old Chevy Caprices. A couple of cut dogs from late 80 model cutlasses, all with different types of paint jobs, airbrush. A lot of, they call them donk riders out there. In Florida, they call them donks. D-O-N-K. So nothing but that, nothing but females. It's going down, bro. So we stayed, I think, for one night and left the next day. So it was actually cold in Daytona Beach. So we had beach clothes and everything. It was too cold to go on the beach. It must have been like 50s. So we went on the beach. We only seen one woman out there, like 30 feet out in the water, like doing some type of ritual with the moon. So like, this ain't the move, pimp. We about to get up out of here. I go somewhere else. So the beach wasn't popping, but the strip was popping. We was mingling with the people. It was so thuggish though. Lord have mercy. Thugging, gold teeth, dreadlock, white tees, everywhere you look. I wasn't on that tip, right? I'm good at two shoes, Benjamin Kid, and all that jazz. So, we weren't carrying ourselves out. I did have a do-rag on. Let's see if I can find them pictures. I'll blot out their face. I'll put my face up there. Show y'all what I used to look like 2004. Almost 20 years ago, so about 19 years ago. So anyway, we had the one big club. This time, I ain't never been to a strip club yet. I might be 17. No, I'm tripping. 04, so this might be 05. This might be 05. The beginning of 05. It feels in the spring. Yeah. 05. Early part of 05. So, yeah, I was made 18, whatever. So, I could finally start getting into certain clubs, a little college club. So, most of all the college people was from Bethune Community College at the time. It wasn't called Bethune College, Bethune-Cookman University. It was Bethune-Cookman College. And it was one of the only schools that had spring break while we had spring break. It was like the same time. So every week they have a big list that came out listing all the schools that had spring break, at the same week as other schools. And have a long list from about late February through April for all the spring break time. So we had, for whatever reason, ours only had Bethune-Cookman. That was like the only somewhat large school that had spring break. But luckily they were already in Daytona. So they located in Daytona. That's where we went. Met up with L. L was from back in the city. L was from back in the city with us. And so we all linked, got together, put the money down on the rum, all that type of jazz right there. So we met up with him out there. We took our drive down, met up with L. So me, D, W, and L out there. L started, I'm L too. The other L started tripping. And he always do too much, man. So we kind of separated from him. They were doing too much in the street, acting lame, and just throwing off the vibe. Being too hyper, too loud. Or fam, you need to chill, fam. You scaring away the women. So anyway, we didn't do much that day. I don't think we got there till late. We got to the spot we were going to that night. And the spot was the club that Big Tigger from Rap City was hosting, with special guest Melissa Ford, the bombshell from Canada, the bad thing from Canada. So this time it was still white tees, was still big clothes, walking out type outfits, all that was still in style. So of course we got the big white tees, the do-rag, magnet earring. I still wear magnet earrings from time to time. I don't put no hole in my ear for what. And that's when people rep the area code on their hats. So we waved 8, 9, 10 hours from New Orleans, and they had other people with 504 hats on. So they had a 504 hats. Most of them was 954, Fort Lauderdale, 813 Tampa, 305 of course, Miami, 407 Orlando, and was Jacksonville, 901, no, 904. 901, that's Memphis. 904 Jacksonville hats on. So everybody had the area code on their hat. So we up in there. They had little cages. If anybody ever been to Masquerade, they used to have these cages too. They had these small, vertical cages, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 feet diameter, where the women be dancing kind of like strippers. So it was my first time seeing. I went to a strip club one time before, for my birthday when I made 18. But I never saw, I never saw this up until this point. So they were dancing, they had bikinis on. There was 2 of them in each cage, bro. They were feeling on each other. Shit. Freaking, you could see the lips a little bit, the nips poking out, nips starting to show and all that. It was wild, bro. I'm like, man, yeah, that's what's up. And there had females in the area with us, choosing. Big Tigger was hosting, had us laughing. Melissa Ford was walking, showing off her goods. So it was just a vibe, bro. It was a fire night. Got a couple of numbers or whatever. And we took the Polaroid pictures. So I had to get them developed and all that. Yeah, I'm old, bro. Before the camera phone was in its infancy. So we still had real cameras that we brought. Then you would stick the USB into the camera and then connect it to your phone. To your computer, then upload it that way to thefacebook.com, or whatever else, or email them to each other. So that was the move back. There wasn't no instant upload, no Instagram wasn't around yet. So I still got them pictures. I just gotta find them. I don't know where I put them. So when I post this, I'm gonna post them pictures with it too. And I'm gonna blot out their faces. So we in the club, getting it in, meeting women, whatever, having a good time, drinking. So after the club, we go outside. And man, hell broke loose. It was all these N-words I gave up cussing for Lent. All these N-words outside. They had a big fight that popped off. And they had a dude with a long sleeve Peyton Manning jersey on, 18 coats. The white Peyton Manning jersey, there was long sleeve. Man, he started swinging on everybody, bro. He just swinging on random people. Boom! He knocked the dude standing right in front of me. Boom! He knocked him out. Then he went over the other side. Boom! Knocked him out. Then somebody was trying to fight him. He said, I'm from Houston, Texas. Then I think Peyton Manning beat him up. And then he was like, I'm from South Carolina, something like that. But man, we gotta get up out of here. So back in them days, I was so dumb. I'm like just standing watching. You gotta, nowadays, bro, I ain't gonna be around that type of stuff. And I'm sticking and moving. You gotta see the scene, all right, get up out of there. If you just sitting, like how Peyton Manning did, they'll run up on you, sneak you, knock you out, or shoot you. So, luckily nobody got shot that night at that specific location. But the next day I did hear that 2 people got killed outside of McDonald's. So, we walking back to the room. It's late. I'm talking about 2, 3 in the morning. We about to shut it down. And we checked in the hotel late. So we had to all have paid cash, calculated. So we all paid the same amount. I think then we went to sleep. But still at like late that night, people were still on their cars. They were just sleeping on the street, bruh. Like on the sidewalk in chairs. So they'll have they nice dunk pulp. And then they'll have sit in their lawn chairs and be sleeping in them. So them dudes ain't even buying no hotel, bro. Them boys was like sleeping on the sidewalk, bro. They passed up buku people. And a lot of them was still up playing music. Even when the sun was coming up, it was crazy. So we had to go. We couldn't stay another day. I wanted to stay, but we wound up leaving. So no, I ain't getting no coochie. It was a little too hood for me. Cause it was a black hood thing. Yeah, so we would never go back to that Daytona thing, but it was a good experience. We got to see Melissa Ford, the Big Tigger. I think Pitbull was there too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Pitbull was there. Pitbull did his thing. Everybody from Florida was bucking for that. So that was another good thing. And this was around, that's when them boys in the hood said anything private. 5 in the morning. That's when that song was jumping. So, yeah, they was playing that. I was bucking. I thought I was a little thug. So stupid. I thought I was a little bit of a thug back then. So, I ain't had much street smoke. I just like to buck and go crazy, get crunk, as we used to see. So yeah, man, we went back to the school, and that was that. Like, share, comment, subscribe, holla back.